you want to prevent this injustice? You see, what you have just learnt, you wouldn't have understood in 1,000 hours of lectures unless you lived it. You didn't say anything because you weren't affected yourself. And this attitude speaks against you and against life. You think it doesn't concern you, so it's none of your business. Well, I'm here to say, if you don't help bring about justice, then one day you too may experience injustice, and there will be nobody there to stand before you. Truth and justice lives through us all, and we must fight for it. Because in life and work, I mean, we often live next to each other, but not with each other. We console ourselves that the problems of others are nothing to do with us, none of our business. And we go home glad at night that we're spared, but it's about standing up for each other. Every day an injustice happens in business, sport, or on the tram. Relying on someone else to take care of it is not good enough. It is our duty to be there for others, to speak up for others when they cannot. I am here to teach you the power of your voice. I want you to learn critical thinking to empower you to stand up for what is right, even if it means going against what everyone else is doing. Let's begin.
Right, everyone looking forward, please. Good morning, Year 11s.
You there, second desk, blue jacket. What is your name?
My name is Alexis.
Alexis, please leave my lecture room. I don't want to see you at one of my lectures ever again.
I don't understand.
I am not going to ask a second time. Thank you. Why are there laws? What are laws for? Anyone?
Social order.
To protect the person's personal rights.
So that you can rely on the government.
Justice? Thank you. Tell me, was I unfair to your classmate just now? Indeed I was. So, why didn't any of you protest? Why didn't any of you try and stop me? Why didn't you want to prevent this injustice? You see, what you have just learned, you wouldn't have understood in 1,000 hours of lectures unless you lived it. You didn't say anything because you weren't affected yourself. And you there, second desk, blue jacket. What is your name?
My name is Alexis.
Alexis, please leave my lecture room. I don't want to see you at one of my lectures ever again.
I don't understand.
I am not going to ask a second time. Thank you. Why are there laws? What are laws for? Anyone?
Social order.
To protect the person's personal rights.
So that you can rely on the government.
Justice? Thank you. Tell me, was I unfair to your classmate just now? Indeed I was. So, why didn't any of you protest? Why didn't any of you try and stop me? Why didn't you want to prevent this injustice? You see, what you have just learnt, you wouldn't have understood in 1,000 hours of lectures unless you lived it. You didn't say anything because you weren't affected yourself. And this attitude speaks against you and against life. You think it doesn't concern you, so it's none of your business. Well, I'm here to say, if you don't help bring about justice, one day you too may experience injustice, and there will be nobody there to stand before you. Truth and justice lives through us all, and we must fight for it. Yes. But not with each other. We console ourselves that the problems of others are nothing to do with us, none of our business. And we go home glad at night that we're spared, but it's about standing up for each other. Every day an injustice happens in business, sport, or on the tram. Relying on someone else to take care of it is not good enough. It is our duty to be there for others, to speak up for others when they cannot. I am here to teach you the power of your voice. I want you to learn critical thinking to empower you to stand up for what is right, even if it means going against what everyone else is doing. Let's begin.
You get bring her to go see to the maintenance too.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go steal from the web post.
Yeah, he said I'm on join to go see to the web maintenance too. To they get money to the store, they will go take it from there. I said, "Mama, how many bars for the same lecture?"
Then how can the police catch you now?
The police people. Before the man called me back, now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now.
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal.
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in the around about 8:30, the man called me. He said, "Oh, my man, I'll let you be there and call you back again."
So that time you go to work?
I go to work. I go to work.
You leave for your working place, you come to the man.
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now.
No, I'm not go steal. I go steal. I go to yeah. How you question me, man? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, then still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I say
When I call you in the night now.
when the man come in there,
Yeah.
he asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say we are 3.
You told the message you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to the
The message you want to give you what?
tea. Have milk tea. Have milk tea.
Oh, milk tea.
Yeah.
For you to drink.
With bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of full bread.
With egg inside.
You enter my butter. So when I carry it to the man, say carry to the man. When you give it to the man, then you must come back to the car.
So the fool man give you now, you carry that so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah, when I give it to the man, the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right here. So one of my friends called me.
And the same man you going to now.
Yeah, the same man.
The man tell you say he want for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then there are 2 now.
In the Jeep.
In a G. Then there are 2.
A big Jeep.
Yeah.
That one.
Black DG, photo G.
Photo Jeep.
Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
Air condition all inside.
no, Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the whole town now. You can judge people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people that can come here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you double in the question, you say when I move from here, I'll free. You say when I move from here, I'll free. You say one talk again. I wanted to make a whole talk clear to you, but you double in the question. Hi, looking, then you want force and no more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to talk again. And said they call me to the office, I go explain.
I think you explain to me that you come to get paid. You say you carry tea to the man. After you carry tea to the man, and you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I'll not there.
Nobody, you getting very. You say asking you too much question. Hey, there's me things. Say make your egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
Okay, I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
when I give you answer now, then you
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, let's go ahead now.
go to school. The English say I name the English.
Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Sorry.
Say Ali, you take time. You take
I'm
time.
taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Say I can take time to
explain.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said it. He said, when you run for one term, he himself said it. I agree with him. 2023.
And this is quite an interesting moment for all of us. And we are very grateful to the Almighty God that we are here again and able to celebrate another brand new day and that the Lord has given. Let me take this time to say thanks to all of you. You know, every year my birthday comes, the numbers pile up in terms of commendations, posts, especially from the Facebook post, and think it was too much love. I didn't really think that I was at this level. Yeah. And I want to say thank you for your love. In fact, one of my bishops in Bishop Clay, he said something. He said, Abi, when I just posted you, the numbers just started popping up. But I didn't know people love you plenty in this country like that. I said, but most of the people who love me, they don't believe in politics. They believe in the reality of life. So when the political thing you're doing on Facebook, you don't expect them to come there, to come be commenting. If my people who really believe in me, who believe in the kind of things that we do, who are really impacted by the kind of work that we do, were we to have them to be totally like these way political children and all over posting, doing all kinds of trash. They don't go there. These are the moments you will see them come up. Look at the numbers. Look at the number of persons who came up. They don't have their hey on Facebook or say, oh yeah, we're coming to that event. No, they don't do that. But I have some gallant men and women who can stand up for me and defend me any day. But the thousands of women, in fact, some of our mothers, in fact, there's a little girl who called me up today. Her grandmother has said that I call Uncle AB. She's 8 years old. She's in Caldwell. She calls me and says, Uncle AB, happy birthday. I listen to your show, me and my mom, every evening. Could you imagine? These are parents who will take their time to say they want to listen. And that's the kind of impact that we are having. And that's why we sit here. It is not about what we get for which we are here. It's about the impact we make. That's why we are here. Because when we believe that we leave the radio, you are let down. We believe that if we just took ourselves to say it's for ourselves and our families, you'll be let down. And we don't want to leave you down. That's why we continue to do what we do. So I want to say thanks to all of you. Thousands of calls came in. I saw all of your calls. Some of them couldn't be answered. Remember, RAB alone answering all of your calls today. How would I have? You know, it's not easy. But I want to say that I appreciate all of your calls. I appreciate all of your messages. I was able to respond to some. I couldn't respond to some. But it's never in vain, because I'm going to definitely respond to those messages. And throughout, I'm going to do it and respond to them. So I want to say thanks to all of you for the time. And for those of you who took your time to say, look, we'll go beyond just what the coin. We'll send this guy something for him to buy scratch cards. And for every time I checked my mobile money, the numbers were going up. And so I was very excited. And so the posts were just all over today. And I think I created a traffic jam today on the entire Facebook page. And people didn't think that this AB, who has been mostly in the form of faction, but again, but this day, a birthday, I called on specific kind of people to have joined me. And I told them, I said the people with clear heart that didn't want you wish me birthday and whatever. So if you know you don't get clear heart, don't come there. So I thank all those clear heart people who were able to muster the courage. And not, muster the courage, because it's the courage like you were that. No, we don't want that. So I want to say thanks to all of you for that. I really, really appreciate you. And those of you who were able to hit up my mobile money numbers that are able to read out, thank you so much. You really made my day. And I want to say I'm the most proud person ever. And you see, this is what Mankind is all about. It's not about the salaries we earn here that makes us to be people who society will remember. It is about the impact we make is what we'll be remembered for. I always told people, if you are writing your CV for a job, you don't put the salaries that you earned at your previous workplace there. The most important thing they will need from you in your CVs or your curriculum vitae, and you may like to prepare, is your work experience. And your work experience, those are the basic things they just want. Your job experience, where you work, what did you do at your previous workplace. They don't care about the salaries you earn. You can't put that there. That one is just different. They don't care to know whether you earn salary or something. It's about the work that you did is what they will look for in that your CV. So when we come to work, while it is true that money is very essential, and I want to say thanks to my own boss, Old Man Sam Sion, for affording this platform that have made us to be where we are today. Old Man, we owe it to you. For whoever we are today, your support and everything you are giving us is the reason why we are able to live our dreams and continue to impact the lives of people. So, Old Man Sam Sion, I want to say thank you. And I really appreciate you. That's why when you put up the course, I never hesitate. I had to come up. When you tell me, say, do this, I never hesitate because I know without you, I'm nobody. And I want to be grateful to you for that. God first, but you second for the kind of support that you gave here, making sure that the station is on and no money coming in, but the station will still have to be on. We want to say thank you for your selfless, the only public servant, honor these arrangements, honor the government that was able to selflessly take his personal money from his salaries and things and other money that he gets to say he will buy fuel, buy generator, support the work of the country. So you owe it the big thanks to him for affording us the platform that we sit on to do what we do. So I really owe it to him. And he always sees me and want to see me happy. I don't know. He said, if I had a whole world, I would have given you. I said, why? He said, I don't know what to do. He eating a food, so now you see me straight, you want to get for that to give it to me. I don't know what's that. But again, I want to say that I'm grateful so much. Tomorrow at the Louis Arthur Grant School of Law, the ever-potent dean is transforming things and performing wonders. So there's going to be the Christmas party gala there, and the coffee shop is going to be open as well. The lecturers' lunch is also going to be open as well on tomorrow. So that program is going to be held at the law school. It's going to be an elaborate occasion that's going to be held on tomorrow. I want to say thanks to the dean of the law school in person of Dean Babu Jala, and Councillor Babu Jala. We want to say thanks to you for the level of effort he's exerting there. So we are very grateful. I was able to pass by today and I saw a great deal of transformation that the current students enrolling will benefit from. I want to say thanks for the innovation. That's what leadership is all about, impact. And like I always said, that's all you can do. That's what people will remember you for, what you did. It's not about how much salaries you earned for which people will remember you. It's about what you did when you were in that position, what you did with your level of education, what you did when you were at this job site. Those are the things people will remember you for. So I want to say I'm very much grateful for that as well. And I want to say thanks to all of you. Thanks to Radio Dion Pillar, my son, and Josiah, and Winder, and F. Winder, who had always been there. I want to say thanks so much to all of you for the time. And the support is there. Thanks to my family. And I want to say thanks to Reverend Pensy, Sila, and of course, Ama Momo. Yeah, my own son. I really, there are some children, sometimes you train them up, and no matter what it is, you even try to forget about them, thinking that they on their own, they will always knock your back. So he's the one that was able to prepare this fun t-shirt for me for my birthday photo on. He always does it, and he's always doing it. That's Ama. We call him Ama, right? Yeah, he's at 72nd there. And I think on the tree or wherever it is, yeah, 72nd there. There's a Jalo shop somewhere there. He's running a shop there, doing all of the electronic things. You want to get your air conditioner fixed. You want to get any other electronic things fixed, so forth. He's Ama Momo. He's right there. He can get it done for you. That's my son, in whom I trust so much. Thank you so much. And another big thanks to all of you, our fantastic students. Most of the students were wishing me birthday, thinking I will get a free grace, but they lie. I will still face some of you. You see, some of you who not clever that you are just jumping all over trying to wish me birthday. You're thinking I will get you a free grace, but I lie. This teacher does not he's not carried away by just praises. Because some of you students, you're not able to study your lessons. Now you see the teacher say, the most powerful prop. You build relationship with the teacher because you want free grade or you want free fee. It can't work. I will fail most of you. I will make sure I deal with you. In fact, I know all of you already who not clever. So I will deal with you 1-1-1-1-1-1. Yeah. So I will deal with all of you. Yeah. I have the grace. You know me already. We'll try to deal with you. Don't worry. All of you that are wishing birthday thinking that you will get free grace, it can't work. This teacher does not give free grace because when you posted a picture all over the place. Some of you are just posting it all kinds of way, tagging me all inside here, even shopping it all inside me, so that I will see it. Yalla. Any kind of way you go, you will still fail. I don't get what you do. I will fail your good. Me, in fact, not me fail you, that you can be fail yourself. So the idea is the failing you deserve, I will give you it. I don't care what you do. Now your trick, it can't work with me. I told you I'm a lecturer myself. Look, whether you like it or not, all your birthday thing in our homie. It didn't hold. Forget about it. At least they wanted to send small thing with mobile money and thing there. I will try to some kind of way, but that consideration may not be too good for them because I'm normally somebody who will not give whatever. So if you know that you are doing it because you wanted to bribe the teacher, take down your post. That's all I can tell you because you will not benefit from it. At least when you post me like that, then you post something behind it. When you post something behind the post, then at least I will understand. Then I will think that I will go check your record to see whether you did your assignments or you did your test or you are regular or you get attendance, good record, all the things. That one I will check. That one can be a teacher to go check, follow all the students to know what the student doing. Brother John, I will fail you. Hey, I'm telling you, say I will fail you. You can be saying that you say you wanted to come be passing a riot collecting money. I will fail you. You just hurting your ear for nothing. You say you will surprise me. Forget about it. I will fail you. I will fail students who were just able to post and they don't do something beyond the post. You know, you not doing it. Go teacher then I can say, bring your assignment. Then you post something beyond it. But that now the teacher don't look at the assignment because when you do the assignment, I don't know what kind of school that. I remember some of these school there. I know some of you school then can still do it. You can do the assignment. They say, take the assignment. They have a whole test that you're coming to take. They test here that take one test. Go and do the test, then you bring it, but you put small thing behind it. They will not tell you what kind of small thing to put there. So those of us who not really correct and can't do it correct, we'll just go do that assignment some kind of way, and then we put a big thing behind it. Because anything you did with the assignment that was not right, you know you got to put big thing behind it. But for the clever student and who really did their assignment the best way, what they can do is that they can put small thing behind it. So the teacher can get more focus on their paper to see whether you can mark something in there. But when you put big thing behind the assignment, the teacher can just look at the assignment. Then you see what the thing you put behind the assignment here. You look at it for long. You say, okay, thank you so much. That your assignment there for the fact that he put your knee down, and then you saw that big thing behind the assignment. Forget it. That assignment, you will not open it, you will not know either. You are clear. That one, forget it, you clear. So, how you supposed to be doing it? It's student, that we have to job bribers. See, me, I can't accept bribe, but when you do your assignment, you must put small thing behind it. That one, they don't call it bribe. They call it looking in assignment fee. For me to look in your assignment at the fee there. So you will pay that fee there so that I can look in your assignment, looking in assignment fee or looking over assignment fee. Like what you paying there. So that one not brag. So anybody who did it some kind of way. These students, they're free grace this thing. Well, that whole. Anyway, thanks to all of you for the time. I appreciate you all for everything we have shared. And I think this country is for all of us, and we are happy. And you see, that's the kind of happiness that still makes other people vex. And I was just passing around today and meeting with folks, and I was just saying something, and I said, people may not understand. Maybe you think, and you do something to hurt people, but the people you did it to, they don't feel hurt at all. And like that, you who did what you did to them, thinking that the effect of that which you did would have led to some negative aspects of that, it doesn't hold, then you also feel some kind of way. Right? But before we can go there, the reason I'm happy, there are people who think that this election result was going to break me down. No, it didn't, and will never. Because I was not expecting anything in the election to say, oh yeah, when we are winning, I'm going to get a job. I'm not hurt by that. The only thing, which of course God has told me never to feel anyhow about it, is the fact that the effort we exerted to have seen ourselves to where we are, it did not materialize. Does it mean that there is no hope? No, there's still hope. It's suspended. So God has told me that it is suspended. So by it being suspended, it does not mean that it is cancelled. It is suspended. So as a result of that, I have consolation. I don't have time. I'm never broken. I'm always strong. So because people thought that after the election result, Abraham Williams supposed to go silent. But because Abraham Williams not going silent, though they won, but they stay vexed. Why? because Abraham, when we thought the election result were breaking him down. No, you will never celebrate my downfall because I will never fall down. You know why? That's why you see they have won election and they stay vexed. You know why? Because in the communities, you are still happy. They thought that the election result were going to make you to break down, do all kinds of things. No, but you are still happy. You're moving on your life. There is peace in the country. You're not acting like you're angry. You just relax yourself. In fact, you are the one joking and laughing at them now, doing all those things. And so for the fact that you are laughing at them, it makes them vex. And that is normal about life. That's normal. You remember during those days? Even not even during those days, but even currently it still exists. If your mother, you did something or whatever you may have done wrong, and your mother wants to beat you, or your mother decided to beat you, or your father decided to beat you, and instead of you crying, you are laughing. It makes, though your father has inflicted a pain on you, but still your father not happy. Your father gets angry, or your mother gets angry because the reaction that is expected is not that reaction, so it makes them vex. It used to happen. You know, when our people then did something to us, they thought that we were going to get vexed or so forth. And then when you start laughing, then they think you're insulting them. That's how life is. When people think they have broken you down, and only for them to come back and see you laughing, it makes them vex. It's like you are turning that vexation back to them. And that's a sound strategy. And I want to say thanks to all of you in your communities who have woken up and say, look, we'll not get tired. We are staying strong. So they're not going to say, but I thought we beat the people there and they say, want to get tired. No, we're not tired. No, we are not. We are never going to get tired. Because our country stays on. By us being tired, meaning we are giving up on our country. And that is the worst thing to ever happen. Anybody you and they into fight, do you know why? They will punch you some places so that you will never come back to fight again. They will punch you in some places to just make you never to come back to fight. So when they are punching you there and you stay coming back, because the intent is to see you never to come back to fight. So if you sit back and your fight is not intended for yourself, it's for the sake of the country. So if we sat back and say, oh yeah, we as Liberians will say that we're not doing anything again, the country is that you kill yourself. You destroy it. You have let Liberia lose, and the intent is to make you to give Liberia to them so that they treat Liberia anyhow, anyway. No, that is not what it is. They did not deliver Liberia to you, despite you beating them 64% to 30-something% in 2017. They did not surrender Liberia to you. They were massively beating. They didn't do that. They still held on to Liberia until they claimed that they got Liberia back. So what made you think that kind of small margin will make you to lose? No, it doesn't work that way. If there's any reason that you got to bounce back, and that's what making them vex. So somebody calls me and then tells me and says, Abi, why is it that you can't get tired calling this old man name? Then I turn the question back. You see that now, you see them calling AB, let everything go. Let's put the country first. We agreed. We put in the country first. And because we put in the country first, that's why we will not stop talking while we are talking, because we put the country first. And because we are putting the country first, that's why we will not keep our eyes off the person who's leading our country. How the country, then the man who leading the country, they are taking my focus off him. What is the sense? You say I'm gonna keep my focus on the country, I'm gonna put the country first, right? But leading the country, I'm gonna take my focus off him. But for 6 years, you kept your focus on where? For every shoes we are worn, it was a problem. For every era we are going to play, we ever did was a problem, and that was your right. You could keep focus on what you. The time we are playing football, all the things you used to be doing, you never used to care about it. You never care. Where you could make those issues, those be issues, right? Good, brilliant. So you have your right. You discuss him, because why? Where has decided to put himself in a place where you can keep your focus on him. Some of you all created several other weddings for Wea. How we are married Jackie Apia, how we are married Woki Dono, several weddings you all created in your own minds for Wea. 6 years. You have created your own weddings. Every wedding there. So You created your own wedding, attended the weddings, and your brother wedding. The only thing we didn't see that the picture from the weddings. You created that for 6 years. That's your president. And because you think we are not living a life before you became president? No. But you didn't care about that. You didn't care about that because that was weird there. Being a president, that's a different thing. There is nothing that anybody should take focus off, you know. So why when we're discussing, oh man, so you think the thing I used to be talking about Bouaka, I was talking about it because I just hate him? No, because I knew that he was going to take the focus of our country. So Bouaka was my focus. So how does that focus diminish now? Or how do I take that focus off now? Especially when what I was thinking, he has now become it. In fact, that's the time now I need to keep more focus on him. Because he said, the focus that you're keeping on me, if Bouaka had just decided with his Unity Party, they have not cheated the way they cheated and said they're going to sit down, you wouldn't have heard me discuss Bouaka again. Then I take my focus off him. So how will I have kept my focus on Bouaka? And I continue this day, but I should leave it now that he is even in a more focused area and leave that. No, it's not going to work. It doesn't work that way. So I don't have time. And the reason you people vex is that you say I'm a better driven person. And your people then coming to me to beg me to make me better driven. And I'm refusing them. Now I'm making you vex because I will never be better driven. And you say I'm better driven journalist. Yeah, you bring your money there now because anywhere I see money that the player can go, right? I'm looking at David Koti there. Well, when they not get anything, then that's what they do. And that kind of people there. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. There are people who are supporting President Weah, who were friends with me because they were supporting President Weah. And they were even advising me, telling me that Weah must do something for me because I'm talking plenty. I said, but they're I'm talking for Weah, I'm talking for CDC, I'm talking for my country. Do you think I really care about what we are? If I was doing it for Weah, they are especially for Weah, right? But I'm not doing it for Weah. The very people I'm doing it for, they don't have anything. And the very people I'm doing it for the country. So as a result, since they don't have anything, but we are not giving me anything about, we are not recognizing me, it doesn't change anything I'm doing because I'm not doing it for Weah. If I were doing it for Weah, then I'll feel discouraged because we are not giving me something. So some of your support y'all were giving to Weah because you wanted something from Weah government. And because they didn't get it, you're 10 against Weah. So as a result of that, you must say, we are not into this for the same reasons. No. You have your own reasons. So you were just aligning with me because of the way I was going, right? But you are not into it with me for the same reason. No, I'm not. So I don't care. We are losing the election. Does it mean that I'm going to take my focus off my country now because we have lots of what's that? For what? Was I doing it for Weah? That when we are doing president, then I go sit down and say, oh, let me forget about the lab because my man, I was doing it for my man, not there again. So was I doing it for Weah in the first place? That we should lose election, then I go sit down and say, oh yeah, let me leave it now. You know the man I was doing it for? Like the man, who told you that? Who told you that what I'm in this thing for? That's why you see your United Party people, you will not attract me anything with money and whatever, because I had never been into anything for money business. I have been into it for the impact. You see the kind of praises, the kind of pictures, the kind of things that the people did for me today. People prayers. If I were to take all of those calls, you know how many thousands of prayers people are going to be offering for me today? Most of the calls that came, religious people who stake their time and whatever they're praying for me on a daily basis. You think I'm doing it because of something? No, it's for them. Because they believe that what I'm doing, it aligns with what they want for their country. So I'm not like doing it. They believe that what I'm saying, it aligns with their thought and their vision for their country. Because all of them get vision for their country. Everybody you see around here, they know what they want for their country. So if somebody comes and speaks in line with what they want for their country, they support you. They dare I say something that is not in line with what they want for their country, they will go against me. Simple. So you're sitting down there, you're whatever, you think I will get vexed? No, I will not get vexed. Secondly, I need nothing. And Bouaka then taking picture. You see this country here? And Bouaka then taking picture now to buy coat suit. And I told you Bouaka used to be wearing BB coat suit. And now they're trying to sew the presidential coat suit now so that will be knee fit on him now. All the BB coat suit that Bouaka carry, they're now doing knee fit for him now. Here, Amara, and all of them sewing their clothes so that they will look neat. They focus on themselves first. They focus on you. You there passing in the street and doing volunteerism and all over the place. Keep being there. If you think it will always be about you, they must look all the envy and thing that you are doing over there is unnecessary. They were unnecessary. Because you put people up, they got to look good to serve you. So that thing Aboka doing is not wrong. It's what anybody has to do. The man has to be somebody who represents. He got to becoming like president with big Kosu on the way. His shoulder power used to be up like that. The time you were running campaign, BB Kosu, the big shoe on and for all the things that Aboka got to buy new pair of shoes. He got to get knee fit on him. All the things that got to be there now in place. You think I myself, if I were placed in that position, there are certain dress codes I need to now have because I got to look presidential. So all the jealousy that you are doing, and then your friend, there are certain positions that when you sit in some kind of way you're supposed to appear. That appearance be making you vex, then you're sitting down and saying all those things. But that's what the man is. So I see people showing picture about Amaran and looking for, they're doing their knee fit. Yes, they need it. Why are you lucky or not? So you're coming to start getting fair with that one again. And say, oh, we didn't put you there for you to be wearing Kosu. What kind of thing is that? Is that what you want? We told you that your envy and jealousy, then why you took to election, and nothing will change. If that's how you wanted it, you were looking at development. Oh, we don't want it because the men are wearing car, they men get car, they men against that, the bury all the kind of thing. But I will tell you, everything will shock you, and we are certainly getting there. Wash out, wash out. Everything we ever said, they will come to light and you will see it. We'll tell you, say, stop envying people because they're wearing coat suit. The position is sitting now in calls for them wearing coat suit. Don't envy them for that. Tomorrow, it will be your time. You will go sit in that same place. You will have to wear coat suit too. Don't envy people. That's what envious people can do. They don't think about themselves. They don't mirror themselves to say, why if it were me? How would I have expected this man to react? They don't do that. They don't look at that mirror image. No, they don't look through the mirror to see themselves through that person and say, AB sitting to where he's sitting today. Look at what AB wearing. If I were in AB shoes, would I have not appeared in the way AB appears on the radio? Yeah, I would have. Okay. So I don't think I got to get problem with AB wearing the thing he's wearing. No. Because where AB says that the kind of thing he has on duty, some of the things that we wear, we're really happy and want to wear them the way it is. This is why it is. We're going to see it, and we are here to watch out. So some of us, we have told you a lot of things. So you just leave us alone. Look at how some of you voted. You voted thinking that we was going to win. Until because you believe that Yege Koluba always used to insult President Weah, you say because we want for Yege Koluba to stay there, so we'll leave from our districts and go and register in Yege Koluba district so that Yege Koluba will still win. Because Yege Koluba is somebody who can insult president. That's why you know him for, right? And that's why you think he is. And that's why you supported him for. Now, so you left your district, but you knew that you were supporting Joseph Boakai. But you left your district to support a Yege Koluba who insults a president. But again, you are still anticipating that Joseph Boakai will be president. Now you are now decided to succeed. You see how wickedness can suffer people? Now Yege Koluba has won. And Yege Koluba is somebody that I trust so much. For you to get change easily is difficult. For you to get control him, he's not manageable in terms of you thinking that you can control. Yege says it. He says it as he sees it. So you're feeling winning now, right? You're poor Yeke there so that he will deal with any president the way he wants to deal with the president, the way he sees it. That's how he's going to deal with them. And people know Yeke for. So Yeke should remain that way. Yeke doesn't have to change. Yeke will have to remain that way. And that's one thing I gave him credit for. That over the recent time, he's not mentioning his words and so forth. He's consistent. So Yeke will have to remain that way because you're putting there so because you're enjoying doing it that way, right? You didn't think, you see, at the same time you were promoting Yeke to remain like that, you were also promoting for Joseph Boakai to be president. And you know Yeke can deal with presidents. So you went and supported Yeke for that. Granted, Yeke is now there. That is why. But in some of your thinking is that you were putting, you see, that kind of naivety that you carry to the election. You were putting Yeke there because you were appreciating him for insulting Weah. But you're supporting Boakai to win. In fact, some of you are not even thinking that Boakai was going to win. Said that why you went there. So that if Boakai does not win and Weah wins, Yeke will continue to attack Weah and insult Weah or address Weah in the form and manner he wants to address Weah. And why you did it for? Good. Now all your plan now and now fall down on your lap now. Yeke has won. Bwaka has won. We is not in Yeke way again. Yeke is not going to be dealing with we are. Now Yeke is used to dealing with national leaders. Now Yeke is still at the national legislature. Yeke is still going to be seeing the kind of envelope and thing they're passing. So if Yeke sees it, they'll say what? Then I saw it, the same man. When Yeke were having the troubles in the district with Josephine Davis, what kind of network used to be calling for Yeke to go on their platform to go talk there? It was not Spoon, and a Spoon, good. That is Spoon network used to be running there. Yeke can't talk. When Yeke will insult and describe the president in any form and manner, the Spoon network will call. But the moment Yeke started addressing Bwaka in some kind of way, the same agents of the Spoon network, Eugene Fagon, then came up. They said CDC were weak. That's why Yeke used to curse. We will use the Constitution against Yeke. We will deal with Yeke under the Constitution. He tries it will arrest you see life for yourself. No, so everything we have been saying, when we told you don't do this, don't say this, and that's exactly what it is. Now they are but Yeke is used to dealing with people. So you're saying when Yeke so that dealing, they promoted the promotion you gave to Yeke by supporting leaving from your district then to come and support Yeke. So your only did it for him to be insulting only President Weah, or okay, let's agree President Weah was the only one that was doing any wrong thing. If Bwaka does any wrong thing, why you want for Yeke to really do now? Because why you put him there for to deal with any president who does any wrong or anything Yeke sees wrong. So let's put it that way. So now that Yeke there now, and you decided to support him because he's Yeke, you know how I thought this, that. So why you want him to really do now if he saw anything wrong in your government? Why you want him to do? To not talk? So when you don't see wrong, you shouldn't talk, right? I see. So anyway, that's just some of the things that we'll be sharing with you. And it's good that Liberian people are getting these things. You see, when we come on this radio, we educate our people, we share these things with them. We share these things with them. And we are happy that Joseph Bwaka is now strong. He's okay. He's meeting with people, or whatever it is, from where, whatever, it is good. This country is going to be tense. I can tell you that squarely. It's no bad thing that I'm saying. Right? I'm a promoter of peace. You know, I always preach peace. Yeah. But this country is going to be tense from the look of things. Because that thing that you're agreeing with, the time you're in party, now the thing you're coming to agree with, honor a Liberia that all of us we are part of now. That thing you used to be agreeing with, the time you're a political party. Well, when we say the other thing here is wrong, then you say we agree. You're king with even agree slogan. Oh, that thing you were agreeing with, it will not hold. It will not hold. You just did that thing. You just Just today, I was just reading through, and Front Page Africa wrote certain story, and they said that civil servants may not. Anyway, they said may not, so they were not too exact. That they will not take pay because that's that story. I think the central bank authorities, that means not the central bank, the finance ministry has cleared that people started receiving their salaries already for the month of December. So they said the government treats every month equally, and people were thinking that they were going to treat Christmas, in a special way, right? So they said like every other month is treated equally. So I think people have started receiving their salaries now and will go onward. The same way they can do payment for each and every month. That's what they have started. That's what we heard from the finance ministry authorities. So they're saying that. So let's leave that one there. That one there that just distraction something, because people were saying that today, and what they got. And people may not understand what the country is all about. And this is where we are getting, right? Good. So in an interview with the VOA, they asked Joseph Bwaka the very things that we have been stressing here. The journalists out there know that the country is heavily divided. How does he deal with that? You're listening to Joseph Bwaka's response. He doesn't address how he's going to deal with the issue of division. Do you know that Ambassador Bwaka has always shied away from solving problems? United Party scatter until today. That's also offspring of people from different sides that saw Bawka to victory today. First of the massive angry people who jumped from places and were just angry out of envy, jealousy, greed that didn't want Bawka. Do you know that the whole United Party structurally is destroyed? United Party never had any structure. For you to see about anybody who just can't control Bawka. Costa King, you control Bawka. Anybody who comes in, whatever it is, you control Bawka. United Party never had a structure anymore. It broke down under Joseph Bawka. It was a collaboration of angry evil forces that came together. And today, they have succeeded. And they see themselves to where they are. They got to win, but they have not succeeded yet. They got to win. I would like to be clear on that. I don't be too careful with using words, right? There's a difference between winning and succeeding. So, they got to win, right? They got to win. They have not succeeded. Let's look at success, because the idea of us going to these elections is for the growth and development of this country, and that is where the success of this election lies, right? So we see that. So let's leave that. Now, he had never, ever, anytime they put a problem to him and say, how do you intend to solve this? He will never, ever answer it direct, because he's not a problem solver. And the country will come in. When I tell you the country will be tense, that's just because I'm speaking from his track record. So for his party, desecrated, other people came, and of course, destroyed party, other people came, what they call CPP, he took over, CPP scatter. And whatever it is, that is where we are. So this is it, and that is what I told him. So, yeah, listen to this, and let me see here. Okay, that is what he said. So let me just try to share it with him so that you get what I'm saying. So that is why he said, sorry, when he was asked the question viewing, me, I let educate you people, whether you like it or not, you won't get lessons or whatever. You'll always follow me now, one thing about it. You'll always follow me, because I'm always giving you a Google lessons. So this is what it is. So I'm seeing it here. I know, okay. Let me see here. I want to know whether it's on screen now. And who's sharing with me? Somebody should be able to share with me. I want to show you something. I think you should be able to see it now. And students, if you are seeing it on screen already, I think you should be able to see it now, right? I think you are seeing it now. You should be able to see it now. Yeah, from our indications, you should be able to see it now as I speak. So you will be able to see it. Okay, I think you should be able to see it. Okay. I think it should be on screen now. If not, then I think I can look at other things, but I think it should be on screen now. Okay, so wow, why am I not seeing this? Yeah, but it's not. I want to, okay, I think it should be on screen, people. They're not seeing it yet? Okay, on screen now. You're seeing it there, right? Good. So let me play for you so that you listen to him as we are now. Okay, so that is it. So let me play so that you listen to him. Listen to the full interview. Then I'll explain to you what he said. That's a question. The question is being asked. Let's plug this. Yeah, let's plug this. Okay, we'll come to this. All right, so here we are.
Mr. President, like before we go, you talked about looking at how people voted during the last election, and analysts are telling me that it looks like the country is sharply divided. How do you plan to unite the country? And do you think there are any major takeaways from this recent elections, or what other countries can learn from the Liberian recent general election?
We want to thank the Liberians, including the outgoing president, for seeing the need. I did that before. And I think we all should know that we serve people, and that when the time comes for us to leave, we should leave gracefully. Everybody is commending Liberia for that. But at the same time, the Liberians themselves were looking for a change. They were committed to making sure. I'm reflecting on the night of the election. There are a lot of things that could have happened, and the Liberians stood to make sure they protected their votes. For me, this is saying to me, we are yearning for something that you said you would give us, and we want it. And I believe this is the way it should go. When people want to change, give them the chance to choose their leader and to make sure that we all support that. This is democracy, and I believe in it. And I want to say we are here not to repeat those things that brothers yearning for this kind of change, but to make sure that we provide that leadership.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
So you listen to him, right? The question is, how do you intend to tackle the division in the country? Did he address that? Any sensible and logical person who went to school, did he address that? If he ever addressed it, then you can tell me. Did he address it? He didn't. And in fact, he went on bragging that indeed there were some things that supposed to have happened on the night of the election. But the people stood against it, meaning the CDC wanted to cheat. But the people stood against it. You see, this is the kind of perception the Papa is carrying to the presidency. And we are supposed to sit in this country and think he's coming to unite this country. It's a lie. Whether you like it or not, he go and fly to London, sleep with the injured or whatever it is. He comes back to this country, and with this kind of mentality that he has, somebody asking you question, how do you tackle the issue about the division in the country? The first step we have took to have just let it go without margin. Then you compare his stance, say, I did. How somebody will flog you massively, then you can talk about I did. You can compare the 2017 elections result to that of this which we are discussing. This which is being discussed by African leaders all over, and they say 1%, you're discussing 1% versus some very close to 25 to 30% margin. They say, I did. He wants to take away. He just thought that what we are there is easy. You see how the Papa is arrogant? But you see, this country, and I'm telling you it, and you're listening to me today, this Papa will not unite this country. He had never united anywhere before. Simple question the journalist asking, because that is very key. That the country is heavily divided. How do you intend to address it? Instead, how people protected their vote because something's supposed to happen when they put Yeni for the change, you got to get an A. You think you really got this change? You think it's what they call Yeni for change? You think the result reflects the real Yeni and mass? Well, let me tell you something. I'm saying it and I'm saying it again. I will live in this country. I care less how anybody feels about it. These are bad signs. I will tell you squarely that this is a bad sign. And just watch out as we are saying it. That old man shot. Maybe some of you just listen and say, maybe AB comprehension get problem. Maybe my comprehension may have problem. So let's go back to it and then we play again so that you get it and you get it for yourself. So let's go back. This is what you said. This is it.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Before we go, you talked about looking at how people voted during the last election, and analysts are telling me that it looks like the country is sharply divided. How do you plan to unite the country? And do you think there are any major takeaways from this recent elections, or what other countries can learn from the Liberian recent general election?
We want to thank the Liberians, including the outgoing president, for seeing the need. I did that before. And I think we all should know that we serve people and that when the time comes for us to leave, we should leave gracefully. Everybody is commending Liberia for that. But at the same time, the Liberians themselves were looking for a change. They were committed to making sure. I'm reflecting on the night of the election. There are a lot of things that could have happened, and the Liberians stood to make sure they protected their votes. For me, this is saying to me, we are yearning for something that you said you would give us and we want it. And I believe this is the way it should go. when people want to change, give them the chance to choose their leader, and to make sure that we all support that. This is democracy, and I believe in it. And I want to say we are here not to repeat those things that brothers yearning for this kind of change, but to make sure that we provide that leadership.
Thank you very much, Mr. President-elect, for joining us.
Thank you so much.
All right, so now you got it for yourself, right? He does not. Two key questions, 2 key points. One, the other division in the country, from what you understood, how do you intend to address it? And what lesson can people, that lesson that people can learn that you were talking about, he gave Bouaka the opportunity to join the array of people to thank President Weah. Instead of thanking President Weah, he wants to think that Weah never wanted to give it, but that the people stood against it, that why he was just forced to give it. That is the interpretation of Bouaka. That something that wanted to happen that night because the post stood against it. So you don't get Weah credit. You see what Bouaka is? You see who Bouaka is? And the kind of man that you think, let me tell you something. Whether you're lucky or not, the focus of this country is centered around Bouaka now, and we'll always discuss Bouaka, what he says, what he does, and whatever it is, I continue on that. Whether you like it or not, you want to go sleep, that's your business. I care less about you. I always say that. This is it. You've gotten power. How do you unite the country? Key question. Also, you think American and you taking picture with that didn't want, you think all male stay in the country? If I know American and you depending on, you say, oh yeah, America supporting you. Think America can pressure up? Last thing you will ever pray for, and you think, get every relationship with them and think that you will live in the Ellen era where you people have better relationship with America or the West, and while your people were suffering. And they're supposed to sit down and close their mouths because Omeo was somewhere around that could rush there anytime to tell them, say, oh, shut up. Right? Good. Brilliant. I like that. 2 key things. Division, how do you address that? You have said, look, we know the country is heavily divided because the election result reflects that. So even at that your people, you claim that your people protected the vote. You think that margin speaks to convincing something? It is the margin that people are looking at. Let's forget about what about cheating. The margin is what people are looking at and say the country is heavily divided. It is that margin that I was asking the question on. It's not about what may happen. So let's agree that your people even protected, but that margin speaks to division. How do you intend to address the issue of division? That was the question to you. You didn't answer that. He shies away from it because he's not a problem solver. But we are here. And you will solve our problem by force. If you think by ignoring our problem is being solved, you will solve it by force. Oh man, you are now president of the Republic of Liberia. And I am a Liberian and you are now my president. You must solve a problem that I have. That's why you took on. I didn't get it. You went and took it. You said you can. You came to us. You told us that you can. Though through manipulations and everything, you got it. And the result can speak to that. Up to today, I still say the same. That's why when people look at it, that's why it is. I still believe that. But again, that's democracy. People can cheat and whatever it is that the result, it doesn't matter. We let it go. This is where now we can say we put everything aside, right? The only thing that we can put aside, that I have put aside, and I think all Liberians will join me and put aside is, what are the cheaters, whatever it is, let's put it beyond us. Let's focus on the governance of our country. That one I agree, and I've agreed to that. But to put all crazy things aside, because I say the country, but what they call that law, that one will not work. If I want you thinking about that one allow, the only thing that will put aside is whether the election was this, that, or people cheated, or what we have already let it go, and we have let it go, and that's what it is. Simple question. What lesson can the world learn? An opportunity to say we had heavy, intense election. And things may have gone haywire. The country was at a brink of crisis. The election result can reflect to that. I want to say thanks to the outgoing president for being magnanimous. And that is why we expect that other African leaders must learn that despite it, you have done that to join to give Weah credit. But because he want to give Weah credit, he say there are other things that are supposed to happen at night, but the people then stood against it. So that means Weah was just forced to do it because he wanted to cheat, and the people didn't that. Brother, if we are going back to recount in Nima County and say we're going to recount in Mosuraro County right here, you finish. That stuff in balloting that you did, that people were raising issue about, that thing that you did, Tell that you finish, Boga. Then why me? I don't know why you're coming to be 40 years now. Because that's why you're going to resort to. You brought guns. You had guns already. You started killing people already. The signs were clear. You have state security forces who are willing to back you up. This country was scattered. But thank God we have looked at it and said, no, I'm not going to do that. So if you will look at that, and because you don't want to get weird, you say there's something that's supposed to happen at night, but people stood against it. So that means we was forced to just allow it. And what you think? Good, brilliant. I like that. You know, this country is an interesting country. And some of us, God sent us to school. We may not be the brightest students, but we are very smart. We are very smart. Our level of comprehension is very sharp, especially the foundation, the place people like us will run to school. So my entire basic education and my elementary, I gave credit to. I want for you to have more focus on the children. If you want to improve education in this country, focus more on the elementary. Because at the place we got all of these things from. Because the most time of my junior high, that was the war, so I didn't have much time of my junior high. Yeah, the rest of it now, I had to go to Eula, go to school, and I come in Banga, continue from there. Then I come to Jimmy Jorocom, and I had to end up with St. Philip. So all those joint, you know, something what they call that. But the little foundation we got, which is very essential, that what put us at the level, because there, our comprehensions were being sharpened. What we wrote, they told us, they asked a question. What is this thing you wrote? What does it mean? What is John saying? Reading and comprehension was very key during our times at the level. So that was the foundation. So wherever we went now, wherever Chakla A, and we're not too sharp again, no problem. But our comprehension level is very sharp, and that's where we are. So we're able to analyze people's statement. This is him. They're asking question about uniting this country when we has taken the lead. Just today again, we are just took another giant step. Let me just announce to you that as part of the constitutional mandate given by we are, that every December he has to go free people from prison and of course waive some things on people. We was able to waive the 1.3 million that Brandon Samuka is supposed to pay back to the government of Liberia. So Brandon Samuka is now a free man. We did that today. Where Brandon Samuka comes from? The opposition community. Who is Brandon Samuka connected to? Joseph Yuma Boakai. If we are wanted to, you see some of these things. Look, we is somebody that you will look at, you're insulting or whatever it is. We is a symbol of peace in this country. And you will see. The main responses can tell you. We are waived that today. Oh, you don't know? We has waived that money on Brandon Samuka. I was just reading it in the newspaper before just coming on. That money that Brandon Samuka is going to pay back, we has already waived it. That's weird. Brandon Samuka is a free man. He can go and work. Unity Party can give him a job now. I want you understanding these things we're talking. I want you getting it. This is weird. He's the symbol of peace in this country. In fact, under the very Unity Party, he managed the Unity Party towards a peaceful transition because he served as peace ambassador under the Unity Party. So how we are not being peace ambassador, Unity Party wouldn't have peacefully transitioned this country. We have demonstrated that under his own administration by peacefully leading the transition of himself. So if he did it for Unity Party, he could do it for himself, and he did it for himself. That's we are for you. You know, when I'm saying these things, people sit back and they just say, but do you think I really care about what people think? It is just God who guides my conscience and everything and takes me through. Whether you want to go against me or whatever it is, we don't have time. But this is what we are did. So what will you call we are? And what will you call Boga? Boga who are prepared to go to court to make sure that the general Kumi go to jail so that you will not even have opportunity to whatever. Because it was a fraudulent issue. If it were we are, you would say, I'm not going to jail. Your leader, man. And you say, in our temper with the framework document, let it be so. I know the sedition who are being angry again. He said, why we got to be dragging each other to court here because of this? And the man say, you now do a framework document, you're not going to the competition. Let's see how it will work. We have done that. Every step of the way towards the presidency, Bouaka forced his way through the presidency. To the extent that he was violent and said, I will dance with the devil. Could you imagine? This tells you the level at which, and that statement that Bouaka made, it has an implication and the country will suffer it. For the country to hear it, that the man said he will even do business with the devil. There's a man who's a Provident they say Provident Baptist Church. What kind of Baptist church there? What a Baptist church that in Tuporo or town there? I don't know the name, say against that, but some kind of Baptist church. This is the man who said, even if it calls for him to do business with the devil, this tells you that the devil does nothing else but forces its way towards success. When it comes to Christianity, it's about patience. Wait for your time. This is it. Be peaceful. Don't do this. Don't be. Bouaka forced his way and said, look, he used that. He said, if it calls doing business with the devil. So now you can see, for Bouaka to think that he can get our country, even if he will do business with the devil in the international community, people who don't love Liberia, people who been raping Liberia, people who been doing SYZ, Bouaka continuation of doing business with the devil will continue because Bouaka wants to be president. But you know what? Liberia is a Christian nation. And he's not going to use that devil thing to preach. The only thing devil and bring and do that fighting will just go on. So the kind of thing that will happen, that's what it is. So he did business with the devil on his way to the presidency. Now he's president-elect. He's prepared now to do business with any devil then that will come to take our resources and do whatever with it. Because Bouaka wants it. And that's what it is. But that devil then that you want to bring. Let me tell you something, Bouaka. Even if anything should happen to me, there are others that will stand up tomorrow to make sure and resist you and your devil then out of this country. Because your party and your whole arrangement are demonic arrangement. You are the head. You said you will do business with devil. Even if it means for you to do business with the devil. So you don't care about this country. So we're watching to see. You see the people you're meeting there, what they call, look, their own friends and whatever it is are calling them demons already and you're doing business with them. But we Liberian people, we are here. We'll watch and see. If somebody says, even if it means doing business with the devil, and then that man is elected, he forced his way to the presidency. He was never elected over women. The margin can tell. The responses that he's giving now can tell. Is it Calvary Baptist Church? I think that's Effort Baptist, not Calvary Baptist. That's Effort Baptist. Yeah. Effort Baptist, read to town hall there. That's the church. Me, the way you can hear me talk like this, that's the Abraham Gosling way on this. I don't have time for how young people feel in this country or whatever it is. Finally, before I get to the lines and interact with our callers, I would just like to announce to you that yesterday we told you about the Gloria Mususka case. And from all indications, from what we read today, they came down with guilty verdict against Gloria Mususka and the rest of the other folks. So they found them guilty for over the death of Chala Musu. So of the 12 jurors, 1 said not guilty and 11 said guilty. So majority said guilty, and that guilty verdict is what it is. But according to the law, they are still utilizing the law. So they said they took an exception and they're going to perfect their appeal to take the matter to the Supreme Court so that the Supreme Court can deal with it and determine finally as to what it is. So as far as we stand, you, the society people, you, the people from the communities who made of the jurors, you have looked at the case, you were able to hear from all sides, and you said, Gloria Mususka, then they are found guilty. She's a legal priest, and it is not my anticipation to see to it that she's in prison or so forth, but justice is served. But I just want to tell you that there are some of our young legal practitioners. Some of them, there's a girl who's a former journalist and so forth. I think she's working with some of these information institutions. They were the ones that were passing around with my name when that bad thing happened. They didn't get nothing to do with our class. We always in the same class. I left back and they had to graduate. And that lady and the other guys, I know all of them. They were the ones that were passing around, taking my grades here and there because of these things, because of the same case. They did it. But I know her too good. And I know how to address her situation. I know her too good. And we are all here. I don't have time. Me, my nothing goes free. Until I say I get temper and my boss man sense can be telling me, say, hey, don't be using temper here and there. But this case as it is, nobody is against anybody in this country. If you are an advocate and something have been being consistent in your advocacy, like I have said, no matter what it is, if that matter had gone free today, I would have defined the law and say, yeah, this is what the law says for which he's gone free. And that's why it is. I wouldn't have, what do I have personal? No, what y'all want to say, let justice be done, and this is what it is. Nobody has any personal issue. This case was a landmark case. High-profile case. Some judges were crying today and all. Could you imagine judges? People who can go to court and convict other people in their courts, they were crying today and all. To tell you they were crying for her. So she's attached legally. And we know we can understand. Even if it were me, our colleague journalists, or whatever it is, all of us will carry that feeling. We know that. That our friend journalist is caught up in this. All of us will feel that way. But people broke down. They didn't observe that because it's emotional. That you will see somebody you call your mentor, somebody who brought you up, somebody who trained you, or somebody who provided something, because she was a priest. In the legal profession as Chief Justice, she's a priest. She was a priest. And that is something that people hold to. Even I myself, even me, I was sitting there do the same thing. Because there are a lot of people that she interacted with. That today when something happened, we are all humans. Nobody should take away that. But for you to use that now and start chastising other people and doing some things to people that you want to call, that's why I get a problem. I myself would not be happy that a priest in our profession is being treated in that form of manner. But that's the law. And all that justice thing, I was thinking about my own contemplation in the wake of that. I just thought that she personally would have gone free and would have had the real person caught, because I believe strongly that she may not have had any direct. And so that was my thinking at the time. But that case is what it is. My thinking was that she was going to be taken off, and the rest of the other people, I think some of them there were being held responsible for. That was my thinking, not her. It was never my contemplation. So all that thing we're doing, yeah, I just said she was trying to play that moral role. That's what I was thinking. But again, it went as it is. So all that thing you were doing here and there, I have no evil plans against anybody. I owe nothing against anybody. And I'm just a free person who just love for the right thing to be done. Even if it having against me, it will hurt me. But I will just believe that that's the right thing. Everybody can feel the same. I get people that I call my mentors, that tomorrow when I think catch up with them, I will cry too. So it may be true that they did it, but I will cry. Everyone else can do that. We are all humans. Do you know how many of our parents, they have seen their children who stole before and are beaten in the street and to death, and you see them crying? They cry. It's not that they support their children for stealing, but the kind of way their children are being treated or the child is being treated, it hurts anybody who's attached. We are all human. But the law is the law. And judges and lawyers are taught to be this compassionate, especially when it comes to the execution of the law. That's why you see when you go to court, your lawyer standing there. You can even be crying in the area that the lawyer will be punching you with questions. You can even be crying in the witness stands. You can be crying in the witness box. They train that lawyer to not look at your tears. So now the lawyer will attack you until you start crying, because they are trained to that. Judges, you'll be crying like this while everybody waiting outside crying, because that judge would knock that gavel. Do you think Judge Woody doesn't have any close attachment with that lady? Ah, man, that's the last thing you will ever think about. It's tough for him. These are critical decisions that when it comes to the law. So if you not look, when it comes to the law, sometimes it's very tough. It's tough. We may have some connections. It happens always. But anyway, let's leave it as it is and hear from what the Supreme Court will say if we think for sure the Supreme Court will look at it now, so we'll leave it like that hanging. So for now, they will be in prison yet because the court cannot be able to conclude its work on that because the final thing is supposed to come up with is about the ruling and of course the penalties and J10 and all sorts of things. But the court can't come up with it now because they hang it, because they are taking advantage of the appeal process, which of course is a call for in the Constitution. So that's why it is. I want to say thanks to all of you for the time, and that's what it is. Thanks so much for the time. Tonight, the presidential candidate in the United States of America who are able to speak about the sanction-related issue is going to be on Nighttime Spain. And Roland Roberts. He's a senator, a man of God, and he has frowned on America. The way America has been conducting itself, he had frowned against it repeatedly. And he's the man who's taking on Liberia's case against his native America. So tonight, the Nighttime Spain team will be hosting him right here on the platform as the Nighttime Spain starts somewhere around 11. So just remain near here. You'll hear from the American man himself. So after the show, you'll hear from him. So let's just do 1 minute calls. All of you go, you rest yourself, keep listening to this station, and the Nighttime Spain will come up. Winnie Nimle will be right here with the team, and it's going to work, and we're going to have it done that way. So we want to appreciate all of you for the time. So let's get to the lines and start interacting with you, our callers right here tonight on this very day. So let's go on. And this is the first caller we have right here. And let me talk to this caller. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, how are you, AB? Thank you. Congratulations and happy birthday today.
Okay.
The topic on the discussion is a brilliant topic. I will rather we get to the point according to how you.
Yeah.
AB, we just have to watch the president-elect, President Boakai. He's for a deception. That is completed deception. I watched the video, and then he was asked how he's going to unite the country. Instead of him saying that he will unite the country by programs, by talking to the voter, the citizen, he didn't answer the question that way, but rather he had to go to say that he did the same. How will you not do the same? When you are beating massively 30% or 60%, will you go at least to argue or to grumble? So you have to allow it to go to the person that will win. So that's what he did. He did not just give it or he said, but you are beating massively. So he's thinking that we actually wanted to cheat or we did that because there was a tensions our own it was not tensions our own but it was just because we are full of humanitarian eye and humanitarian heart, so he had to allow it to go that way. So Boakai shouldn't be saying those things and to say like he is not coming to be as president over the country. He have to make sure to unite the citizens, to unite the country, to make sure that things go on well. He's making no kind of statement. Okay. That is completed deception. And then Boakai, let me just say Boakai. Boakai is a man that normally you know AB that he fought a division. He was not able to handle the small group, the CPP. The group had to go to be divided. What about whole nation? So Boakai will not be able to unite the country, but he fought a division. He don't answer public questions correctly. That's what I know about him. Whenever they ask him questions, he will deviate, he will go the other way. Even when he used to go to the platforms, he will not answer the question correctly. So he should be able to know how to answer questions that the citizen will be happy with him. And I want to congratulate the President George Weah, by taking that brilliant step to waive the money that Samuka owed. That by waiving that money, by allowing Samuka to go free, it's a clear indication of complete leadership and using wisdom because he want the country to unite. Thank you so much.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for your contribution. We appreciate that. Let me get on to the next caller. Hello, how are you doing? Let's get to this caller. Hello, how are you doing?
What do you mean?
Yeah, good. How are you doing? Go ahead. Let's listen to you, please.
My name is Emmanuel M.K. Jackson.
Yeah, Emmanuel, go on.
I join you from this case.
Go on, Chief.
Thank you for your topic on discussion this evening.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I can think if you really mean well for the liberation.
Tell your mom outside there, you're crazy more if you do that. You call yourself Jackson. Tall man like you can bring your mouth here. They tell you that yeah, you can talk stupidity. Hello, how you doing? Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, fine. Go on. Let's listen to you.
Happy birthday, first of all.
Yeah, thank you. Go on. Thank you. Let's go on.
Yeah, thank you, man. I'm Amos again, calling from the U.S., Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Amos, go on.
My question now is that I listened to you talking about the Gloria Musunska case, and with all the allegations that were leveled against those in government with the likes of Kochi, Kali Tele, so what becomes of those characters? And then the issue of Bernie Samukai. With the president pardoning Bernie Samukai or dropping those amount millions of dollars to be a free man, what do Liberia stand to benefit as Liberian? What is the benefit? Is there any news in the country from the opposition camp coming out to tell the president thank you for what he has done? Because let me say this, you know, you may not like President George Weah or the old man Baraka, who is now our president-elect, but for the role that you are playing to unify our country, though, you speak to the issue, sometimes other people, like I just listen to the caller right now that you just cut off, whether you mean well for the country, hey, whether you mean well, you don't mean well for the fact that you're speaking on national issue that affect our society. It left with every Liberian to see the good side and work on it and work on the bad side to improve on it. I don't think anybody hate the woman Bakai.
No.
Or is the level of aid that have been brought to our country. That's why our politics is going the way it's going.
Certainly.
Who tell you here in America, the American put on insult one another? They do. But guess what? They put their country first when it comes to national issue. They come around the president, they come in the Congress, they vote on national issue.
Yeah, on
but
issues.
in Liberia, it's another way around. Listen to the man, Robert, Mr. Robert, are coming on tonight, and you will hear him speaking to the issue and what is unfolding right now. And he being a presidential candidate for the Republican, aspiring that want to run on a Republican ticket. My brother, this man gonna win the African mind and vote in America here because number one, what unfolded just the current election. It's possible that he's going to win a lot of Liberians on his side. And if possible, Sierra Leonean, Nigerian, Cameroonian are in America, African as a whole. He may likely take the vote, the black African-American vote are U.S. citizens in the country. Because there are a lot of Liberian African are hurt here in this country because of President Weah. President Weah was the president of Liberia, but if you look at this guy, he's a global icon. And for Senator Robert to come and speak on behalf of Liberia at this time, where he's going as an aspirant on the Republican ticket, it's a big blow in the Democrat face. I can tell you that for sure.
Okay. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother, for your contribution. And the issue I dealt with that other human being there is that these are guys who will go and sit down on stations that talk about lies. They accept it. But when you come here, you're speaking the real issue, then their noses will be coming with their mud brain. They will be bringing it to your show and be asking, questioning you. Your ear, you get any sense to yourself that you love your country when you go listen to people talking about the trash and lies? Do you have sense? Do you really think about your country? Forget about this. Look, we don't have time for you, and that's what it is. Me, I don't get time for human being like that because you get mud brain already. Then you come here, you be questioning. We wonder. You wonder about your own life because person like you, I don't know what's the level. I don't even like to talk about people down there too much before I looking down on people. Hello, how you doing? Call yourself. I know Ismail or what you might Israel. What? Hello, how you doing?
Good evening.
Yeah. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, thank you for giving me the time for me to say happy birthday to you and wishing you many, many, many more years to come.
Okay.
All right. I really don't have much to say about. I just, the last time I called on your show, and I told you in the Unity Party government, Prince Johnson, General Bodnike, and Yeke Koluba will be the Unity Party headmen. They will go after anybody who speaks ill against the government. I said that when I called. Did you listen to Prince Johnson the future in his church? What did he say? He said right after January 22nd. Anybody that sent them a burger, they will close the registration down, right?
Yeah, but he said they will use the law. I think he was able to send me text to clarify his statement and said that they will use the law to close it. I don't know. But once they're using the law, then we trust the justice system. Yeah.
All right. Okay. That's what it's starting. So for work, let me tell you, do not, Liberia should not expect anything for Baka. When you look at Baka political career for 43 years, and they have nothing to show. And he will show nothing.
So you think on the issue of reconciliation that he shied away from, he would not be able to do well in that?
Baka is not a reconciliator. Let's go back to the CPP. Even for the Unity Party, before the 2017 election, we saw how Baka used an element in the Unity Party to break the Unity Party apart. Even they expelled Malaseli from the party as an elder person in the party. Instead of him calling the party against, look, my children, we cannot do this to the woman, no more for the party. We cannot expel Mala. You were one of those who were part of that gang to get the woman or through expulsion. They don't want to go to court. Let's go to the CPP. When Bella, you were in charge of the CPP was strong. When the late Charles Bronski were in charge of the CPP, it was strong. When Kwame were in charge of the CPP were united.
Sure.
As soon Baka took over, it became a place of fight. People just went into the CPP broke apart. But finally, the Joseph Baka presidency, it will be headed by Augustine Kapwa and Brendan Samuka. These are the two people that are heading into the
So let's watch and see. Thank you so much, my brother, for your contribution. Hello, how you doing? Bro.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Let's hear from you, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday and best wishes, teacher.
Thank you, boss.
Yeah, I was following a show concerning, and I listened to the president-elect talking about he did the same. No, that was wrong. He never did anything the same. He was not a sitting president contesting for the election. So there are two different things there.
Yeah.
Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was the sitting president while he was the vice president contesting for election. So he had no control over the actual result of the election at that time. If he back out with that attitude he got, if that he was the sitting president, we are never going to spend the presidency. So he never did the same.
So your issue is that if Bouaka were to be the sitting president, having the mandate and controlling the military, the police,
yes,
and everything on his side.
Yes.
Okay.
In 2017,
yeah,
we are never going to smell the presidency because listen to the way he speaks. First of all, you know what he was doing there? Out of the evil attitude, he was trying to denigrate our country indirectly. He thought he was doing it to praise himself, but I was because the question the generally wanted to know for him to praise the country, the way our democracy just went through the president conceding peacefully, and then also through the president he could hang on it now to talk about unifying the country, unity over our that was the essence of that question.
Yeah.
As a wise person, how you will hook it. You will hook it from president, then you bring it now to reconciliation. Even your audience, those Liberians who are going to be listening, they were going to see reason to say, wow, this is fine. It could even cool some people had done. But because of an evil motive, see how he spoke. The first thing when the man asked him, he said, first of all, let me thank the president, let me thank the Liberian people, including the president. And then, but guess what? I did the same. No, false and misleading. Oh man, you never did anything the same. You were not sitting president in 2017. You were vice president. Ellen was the sitting president, and you were just contesting. Ellen had control over everything that was going on. I dare you, if you are going to bring in reverse, if the Bouaka had control, we are not going to smell the presidency. He was never going to smell the presidency. He never had control at that. First of all, remember, at that time, he and Ellen were at a special point. He mandated, when other gardening, the other chairman at the time, and women paid them to expel Ellen on her birthday. They disgraced Ellen in 2017. So he never had that power. He never had that power. So he was here and we are not in the same shoe. For this one, we have absolute power.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro, for highlighting that. Thank you. That's a great highlight. So thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And let's listen to you, mommy. Let's hear you out. Yeah. Let's hear you out, please. Yeah, thank you. I listened to your happy birthday on Winelden show today. I listened to that. You had to call back to do it.
Yeah. Eddie, I want to tell President we are thank you.
Mm-hmm.
For waiting, burning some of today.
Okay.
I always say, I say, President, we are. Burning Samuka is not a politician.
Mm-hmm.
Abby, can you imagine I was working with that man? And I used to talk about President Weah. One day they went for people.
You're right.
Working with them.
Yeah, Samuka.
And you talking,
You're right.
yeah,
You're right.
Samuka.
You're right. You're right.
When you talking,
You're right about Samuka.
and he's the people that he's working with. Then the person he have problem. That man one day he never had problem with me or those that were supporting President Weah. Because other people used to do it.
Yeah, sure.
So I continue telling President Weah, President Weah, Samuka is now a politician. I don't think that Samuka is against him. That someone decide to stop Samuka me, that's why they happy day with me. So I want to tell President Weah, thank you. President Weah, thank you for listening to my prayer, for hearing my voice, for waiting the death of Samuka. Thank you, Papa.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mommy. I support you that 100%. And in fact, I was one of those persons who were on Samuka's case, and I concerning that. And I even went to Lofa County. We did a lot of stuff there. And despite that, Samuka still calls me, speaks to me. And there's every time, whatever issues are, he calls me one of the smartest brains in this country. Brother Samuka, he says a big brother. Even when I hear the things today, I think I announced to you people, right? He called me soon in the morning. Hey, what is it I'm hearing? If there's any issue you want me to intervene, I'm here. He's Samuka, and that's true. He's not a politician. That's why you saw him visit President Weah Church at the head of the old Sunday. He didn't get time for those things. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, hello, how are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Elijah Mali.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, first I want to say happy birthday.
Thank you.
May God continue blessing you and thank God for what you're doing for the Liberian people. Maybe I just want to contribute to the topic on the discussion about the question the general asked the president-elect. You know, for us, we look at like the president-elect is not coming to reconcile Liberia. He already know what he's going to do. The growth that he have for the Liberian people, he's just coming to manifest it. You see? But all I'm going to say for me is like the Liberian people, what you requested for, they have it now. So everything Pokai said, the Papa said, being a capi was just capi statement. Rescue country, doing the world. Even those that lost their life, maybe don't expect any justice for those people. So long those problems were caused by the Union Party, those things is even. You see? And also, I just want to tell the president, thank you for what he did in the case of the President Samuka. You know, I can remember when President Samuka went to the president church on spoon. I think on spoon talk. There was so many things those guys said. How he was a blow on the face of the Union Party during the period of the campaign. He have no right to visit the president church. You know, this is just to say that President Weah is just a peaceful person. You see, he got a clear heart for everybody. But Liberian, the person we're losing today is like, we have just lost some great things that we didn't know that it was valuable for us. But we're going to know as time go by.
Okay.
Maybe thank you and continue for what you do, Liberian. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother, for your contribution. I appreciate that. So let's go on to the next caller right here. We are certainly getting there, and that is where we are. So let me get on to this one, and we are getting there. Musa G. Brown. Musa, what's up? How's everything with you? Yeah, how are you doing?
Abi?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I just called to say happy birthday, my brother.
Thanks, boss.
Happy birthday. Yeah, I just called to appreciate God for you. I called to appreciate God for you. I mean, it's just wonderful. I mean, that God has given you another age.
Thank you.
Let's continue to be strong. I want us to encourage our other brothers, KOK, Alexa, and Austin to come back on the read. That is special grace of God. God got special thing for you at that station. Trust me.
I know.
Yeah. So I just called to say happy. I don't speak on Joseph Boakai because I know AB that I don't wish for anything bad for that girl. But I tell you what, I gave you 6 months for Joseph Boakai. The very people that are beating Pata will begin to go to church. The people that even will fast and pray that President Weah come back. That the years run. When the plane pick up, so that the year can finish, so that President Weah can become president again. Trust me, AB, that will happen. that will happen. But happy birthday, AB. God bless you.
All right, thanks, boss, for your contribution. And let me get on to the next caller here. Hello. We'll get to my I'll call you. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, AB.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, AB.
Yeah, hello, how you doing?
Yeah, Quito. Yeah, Quito from Massachusetts here.
All right.
AB, how you expect Papuaka to answer that question? Remember the incident in Lofa?
Mm-hmm.
When he went there, did you hear any sign of
No.
Did he say anything to the death?
No.
The one that happened in Monrovia, did he ever say anything towards it?
Mm-mm.
Why are you sounding surprised? Don't be surprised, cancel that if I be right there. You see the man face, you know it. See that puppy face. I feel low that anybody that led reconciliation, but I get good at. And the man face right there. But what we asked for, thank God we got it. And in the case of Justice Scott, whatever result, like you said before, whatever result that come up is justice. So we look forward to the end from the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. The next caller we get to, and I get to my mom. And I don't know. Hello, how are you doing? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Is that brother AB?
Yeah, go on. Let's listen to you. We're listening.
Okay, brother AB, I just want to say thank you. I'm calling from the U.S. in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, specifically.
Yeah, go on. We're listening. We're listening to you. I think you got to do all the monitor behind you there.
Pastor or bishop in the U.S. I run a church.
Okay.
And I just want to first say a happy birthday to you.
Thank you, man. God. Thank you, Bishop. We are getting you.
During this election, my church was kind of divided because we have people who were supporting the UP and people who were supporting the CDC, including myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was supporting the CDC. The president, Dr. George Maniwia.
Okay.
However, we lost the election, and we are praying that we'll have a comeback in the future.
Mm-hmm.
The church got to the place where the Western political system and the church were almost divided. It took the grace of God for the church to be standing today.
I know.
Yesterday, I prayed for our incoming president, Honorable Joseph Newman Boyka.
Okay.
And I called on all Liberians, those of us who are wishing Boyka to die and get sick. Let us pray for him that he will get well. Let us give him a chance to lead Liberia and see. Because all I know is that he's not going to make it with the kind of people he has behind him. Like our friend, Reverend Prince Johnson, the Reverend, Paul Nicky, and other reverends in the country who were supporting him and praying that he's going to win the election. Now he has won. I call on you and Liberia to work out a chance to try to leave, because definitely, as the other caller said, in 6 months' time, we're Liberian people going to know. You're going to regret our ash.
All right, Bishop.
That will make the wrong choice.
Thank you, Bishop.
God bless you.
All right, thank you, Amen. And I thank you, Bishop. And for that, let me get to mine. I didn't know right now. I will get to Victoria Thompson, and I think you can just hold up, ma'am, and I will get to you. You go off again. I caught you. You go off on what purpose you did that? Let me get on to Vic and Victoria Thompson. Let's hear from you, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning from my end, AB.
Yeah, good morning.
I just called to say happy birthday to you, and I watched your video dancing in your house. It was so wonderful. Happy birthday. Thanks for all the good work you guys are doing at Freedom FM. Thank so much. Thank for all the support that you have given the Liberian people. Thank you, and may God bless you. Happy birthday again.
Oh, yes, thank you, Vic, and I appreciate that. All right, so let's get on to my then we get on to the next line. Hello, how you doing?
Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God, single.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I know.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you.
Abraham, God sent William. God sent you, my son.
I know.
God bless you. Let you continue to give you what you want in life.
Amen.
No weapon shall fashion against you shall prosper.
Amen.
Let God bless you, Papa.
Thank you, Mommy.
For what you're doing for us. Because of what you're doing for us. You love us, you love your country.
Thank you, Mom.
You love your country, that's why you're doing that kind of thing for.
Thank you, Mom.
Let God bless your whole family.
I know.
God bless you.
Thanks, ma'am.
Look at the kind of thing you do for us. I sent you text today.
I know.
You didn't answer me.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
told you happy birthday.
I know.
You saw it?
I saw it. Sorry.
You boss, we can't do without you.
I know.
We can't do without you.
God is there.
What? And I want to tell my president, thank you for everything. You know, AB, they bought me. Before that way, that kind of divided something that it was saying so. I listen to that thing. I go to school. I know Google. But listen to the question the man asking and listen to what he answered. Listen how he answered to the man. You see it?
Okay.
I cannot do it, but I tell God, thank you.
Okay.
The United Party people self-seeing it.
Okay.
And we will regret the day and the hour. God bless you, my son. I want to tell my president, thank you. My black president, thank you.
All right,
for
mom.
what you did for
Thank you,
Bonita
thank you,
Maka.
thank you,
Papa.
thank you so much, mom. And Mr. President, your thumbs up continues, especially in the Bonita Maka case. Let me get on to it. Not case where the man has already completed the whole thing there. And how are you doing?
Hi, Eddie.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, many more years to come.
Okay, thank you.
Eddie, what's still Oliver?
Oh, they are gearing up. They will come up bombastic anytime soon. They are gearing up. Don't worry.
Okay, anyway, you come upstairs and we already been talking about so
Yeah.
enjoy your hand. All your election, anywhere you put your hand, you will succeed.
I know.
No matter what you do, anywhere I see negativity,
I know. I know.
Your children will enjoy your benefit.
Thank you.
Your people will enjoy your benefit.
Amen.
Especially you want to do it for all of us. So
Amen.
God bless you.
Amen.
Enjoy your birthday.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, Pascal, how's everything with you? I saw your text. You tried calling in, but again.
Yeah, so the messages were more.
Yeah.
And the line was 10 this afternoon.
Yeah,
So
sure.
that message should have been for this morning.
Yeah, and I saw you coming in lately. Yeah.
Yeah, so let me say happy birthday. You know, this edition of the show is a special one.
Yeah.
And we have to form a part, all right?
I
So
know.
while many are wishing you, all of the best, I just say a little prayer this morning to say, follow your son and son your father. So that was a real prayer to Jesus, right?
Yeah.
So you can be guided as you go through the 6th year in opposition. But it's a good life and it's a good time opposition because, you know, when I listen to Mr. Bwaka, you say he's noted for twisting question, but I mean, the journalists got embarrassed. I mean, the entire country is embarrassed. If people are looking for people who are dismissing Liberia, Mr. Bwaka is just one of those persons because for you to be asked a specific question as a president-elect, who many of your followers claim that you know both you experience all those kind of things, and you cannot answer to a simple question I ask, even me. How are you going to manage the country? The whole world knows that Liberia is divided. You won not even more than 1%. So the journalist is asking you how you're going to reconcile the country. And you cannot answer that question. A question that even an ABC student going to answer, it just tells you that yes, the man is ill. This is not an insult. Let's be honest here. What you ate today? They say the time of going to school, my car go on in my bed. It just tells me that you just lack everything. It doesn't make sense to me when somebody says, the old man, look, Mr. Bwaka is very old. Not just that he old for me. I don't like arguing on his age because it's a blessing to live that. But the man is ill. And that's the underlying word. That's what we're saying. The man, because when you get sick, some of you who have learned to the level, I mean, when you get sick, there are a lot of things that happen.
Okay.
The brain, I mean, it doesn't go. And that's why you're really going to answer.
Well, I think he intentionally shy away from that.
I
Yeah.
want to say thank you.
Okay.
And let's keep the fire burning. Thank you so much.
Pascal Davis. So let me get to the line here and go straight into the diaspora. And I think for the UK. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, hello, how are you doing?
Hello, Avery Moses Massacre calling. Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Massacre.
I want to go away from Mr. Bwaka's failure in addressing the question to one of your previous posts when the lady from the embassy made the statement that there were people celebrating when the sanctions were passed.
Yeah.
But then, how does she reconcile now the senator rebuking this sanction on the people and he will come out to state that should he become president, he will withdraw the sanction. He's a senator in America. She represented the U.S. in Liberia. How does the lady come to reconcile the both of them and to bring it in conflicting statement to the Liberian people?
Okay.
That's my concern. And I hope you people, the media, could reach out to her. We need to know.
Okay. They ain't get through with it. I think they got friendly media people that they have at the embassy, and those friendly media people will ask them, say, are you concerned about the statements made by one of your presidential candidates and aspirant? And Jacqueline, let's hear from you. Hello.
Hello, Eddie.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Let's hear from you.
Happy birthday, my son.
Thank you,
God
ma'am.
bless you. You don't let to enjoy your labor.
Thank you.
I call you today, but the network you answer, but the network.
Yeah, the network was a problem. Sorry, I saw that on Jacqueline. Yeah.
And so, God send you, and He will continue to guide you.
Thank you.
Just don't get nobody late hour.
Oh, no.
Thank you. May God be with you.
All right, mommy. Thank you. All right, so let me get on to the next call. Hello? Yeah? Yes, you. What is now? 21?
I said, you think President we have to come back next election?
I don't know yet, but he could. And he could. The opportunity is his to do.
Okay.
But why you ask?
No, I don't know. Because when the party looking, they put one scatter or one party, and so I just think about it. Who are on the party ticket to be there?
Oh, that's what you mean? No, we are still around and strong. Don't worry about that. All right, and it's nothing, absolutely nothing, and that does not in any way. Though I'm not speaking for the CDC though, but that's nothing. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, thank you very much. Sorry for the embarrassment. Hello?
Go on, let's listen to you.
Okay, thank you very much for recognizing my you for that.
Yeah, go on quickly.
I want to, speak on the issue about Joseph, but I just want to say happy birthday to you. That God give you more life, or more energy, to help the country and people at large. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And to that sister who asked the question about where we are coming at Chakla Party, I don't know what's your interpretation of what you call Chakla. I don't know. Whether you're speaking in good faith or you're speaking in bad faith, but from the way you ask, I don't think you're speaking in good faith. But whichever way it goes, there is nothing that has actually happened to the CDC. And other pundits can see it, and everybody can see it and know that this country, where it is now, there is nothing that has happened to the CDC. And there is nothing absolutely that will happen to the CDC. The CDC remains strong like any other political party. Very much strong. You saw it no matter what. These waves of sanctions, thank God, you yourself, you're sitting there. And you're hearing their own American candidates and things. So it's not about us. It's about they themselves talking about their own corrupt culture. So those things are not issues that we talk about. And forget about it. Forget whether you like it or not. Whether you ask that question in good faith, I don't know what it is. But for you to say Chakla, what you call Chakla? Who Chakla and where? Why is it? Do you know why you're talking, Ivy? Well, I don't want to address that because I'm not from CDC anyway. Hello, how are you doing? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, how are you doing?
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
I'm fine, Abby. I'm Amanda calling from Australia. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Amanda.
And I wish you more years to come. Long life, good health.
And then thank you.
And to guide you and protect you.
Thank you, Amanda.
And Joseph Nimo Boakai, I know him very well. I'm a kissy woman.
Mm-hmm.
His son know me very well, Jojo.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph Nimo Boakai, he only like his own, but he not like other people. That's how he behaves. That's an attitude. That's a behavior. But when you tell the child, say, let pankana no boss it, when you boss it, the people will flash when you say they will boss it, you lead them. Now, while the Liberian people coming to boss now, the people that will flash, people will go in their closet to fast and pray for George Weah to come back. And let me answer to the sister that call whether George Weah will come back. George Weah will not come back for power. No. He set the record he wanted to set. because he blesses child.
So she's just in the what to call her?
Yeah.
Amanda.
As he said the record, because he blesses child. You know, a woman, we the women, we birthing for our children, we get breath with them, and we bless them the same day we get breath with them, we lay our hand and bless them. Yes. Now what happened to George Weah? And George Weah had led this country with Joseph Nimo Boakai and his people. And he sat back so that people can watch Joseph Nimo Boakai attitude and behavior. I'll be honest to you. When you're getting old, your sense of reason is declined. And that's what happened to Joseph Nimo Boakai. He's not going to do anything by himself.
No, medically, maybe they can medically they could help him as well. Maybe medically something can happen, so that you be stronger. Yeah, and think stronger, think faster.
In which way?
In
which way?
A brain now, so that your brain will be stronger. Any medicine can do that one too. Any guy that then I can do that one, so that your brain will be fresh. Get a small thing.
We in women here, we know. We in women here, we know. We work with people every day.
So when you owe, you owe.
You know that sometimes you know that people let that stand, they just collapse. You know that?
Okay. So.
People like that, you see Joseph Nimo Boakai watching when he walking. When he walking, people have to be around him. They give him support or walk.
Yeah, I know.
That's what they're doing for him. You can look on his left hand. I don't know his left or his right hand. You can look at it like it's already getting disabled.
Okay.
Yes, and even one of his legs is getting disabled.
Medicine will be strong now.
So yeah, the case he in now, you know how we call that people right now in Australia? We call them disability.
Now you will run out of disability. Amanda, big man.
That's the part. That's the part I'm telling you.
The nigga still move around.
They have people going in their home taking care of them, looking after them.
Yeah, anyway, I know caregivers. I know caregivers who go to attend to those kind of people. Yeah. But I like, yeah. I'm bringing men strong, Amanda. I'm bringing men strong more than that. White people that are down there. I'm bringing people strong.
La Papa not strong. It's not. I get your 6 months from now. Hey, money, Amanda. Give me your friend request. We'll be chatting. 6 months from now, you will tell me, say, look, Amanda, what you say is true.
Okay. Thanks, Amanda, for your contribution. We appreciate that. I'll give you WhatsApp. Yeah, I'll WhatsApp you. and whatever. But anyway, let's get on to this next caller right here. And if anybody in their dream, and what are you doing?
Good evening, Eddie.
Good evening. Let's hear from you, ma'am.
Yeah, this is Polly from Halltown.
Okay.
Yeah, let me say happy birthday to you. Even though some of us are posting, typing a picture.
You want free grade? Yeah, we're not getting it.
We don't have any home, but it's okay. You do happy birthday.
All right, thank you.
So, Eddie, you know, just the lady that dropped the call asking about what CDC is about something. I think this after election, no one is seeing sedition or in the street protesting or people fighting about themselves in the street. So I don't know where she come from with that kind of questions. The CDC is strong. Sanction or whatever is not going to break us from apart. This is what we've been moving in the district, in the community. We are all prepared ourselves, putting ourselves together to work in the interest of the Liberian people. If they're observing sedition around, we have become very proud of ourselves. You can see people walking in the street with a t-shirt, with a laptop, with a parents.
Sure.
But it's not, with sedition, people feel that we are disenchanted, but we become ourselves because of a decision the president took. Just like what the previous caller said. So, you know, the arrogance that in the United States, this is why they are not going to unite this country. We have certain lectured a few times with Mr. John Corey. A few of them were on a show. Some of them were saying that, President Weah was forced to accept the result. What do you mean by President Weah was forced to accept it? We have few countries in Africa, West Africa, that have elections just recently before Liberia, like Sierra Leone, like Nigeria. Those who saw how the people voted and how the president was elected. But I say President Weah is the only president among those African countries that recently went for election that got the highest votes. As a sitting president, who got the highest vote. But as a president, most especially in Africa, it's not just easy or cool for a sitting president to lose election. So the president, if he wanted to influence anything, and you say that the president won the election. The president won the election because of there were some losses, some other things that came from ANC and other people from the United Party. That's what made them to win the election.
You're right about that. They stole the election. That cheating that Joseph Boakai said what wanted to happen, they did it on the night of the election. That's the thing you're talking about.
Instead of them recognizing the effort of the president or the work that the president did, to maintain the peace of our country, they don't want to do that. They don't want to give black glory to the president.
And now you see why the common people is talking it that way. You see how Joseph Boakai that go say on us, that how the common people talking it hearing them. But they feel.
The United Partisans, they have some kind of mentality that Joseph Boakai is inclined, he is mature, he is whatever they claim that he is, but he hasn't proved that to the world. We have interviewed that many, the thousands of people around the world listening to you. The people around the world recognize the effort of the president to maintain the peace in our country. But you, as an elected president, they wanted you to also confirm that, to let the world know all the African countries are fighting among themselves because of power. To let them know that you got to follow Liberia example. That's just the simple thing that people wanted to hear from him. But instead, there were arrogance and self-centered behavior as usual, and say that there were things that were going on citizen protest for. What about citizen protest for? If the president wanted to do anything or give any order, that could be done. Nobody going to stop that. See, this should be more than those minority people that claim to be majority. So if they say citizen protest for, what happened in 2011? During the previous 2005 and 2011, why in President Weah got all the votes in the country, but yet still they won the election. So I think those people need to realize that to maintain peace or to bring people together, they need to recognize the effort of the president. They need to show to the world that yes, indeed, President Weah is a man of peace. And he now, as Joseph Boakai, should be able to take that step to maintain the peace as well. If they think to be arrogant, we also will show arrogance to them too. So that's the thing that they should also know. If they are a certain government, they're supposed to be preaching peace, but they are here putting their arm up and doing things as if they own Liberia. We are also showing them that we own Liberia as well.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will get to the other caller, but let me get to Senator Joseph Patojala and I'm a woman. How's everything saying? I want to call to say.
Thank you, Eddie. Your birthday can pass with all your friends saying happy birthday.
I know.
I just want to say happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'm not getting to the wrangling and the politicking of everything for now.
Okay.
Just happy birthday. I can't deal with top politics.
Okay, thank you so much, Senator. I appreciate it. Okay, thank you, Senator.
My in advance.
Thank you so much. I wish you the same. All right, thank you, Senator. All right, thank you, Senator Joseph Patojala. All right, so let me get on to the last caller here. Then we can just close here, and as we try to make way for the preparation of the nighttime spin. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, Evie, what's up?
Yeah, go on quickly. Yeah, let's close up with you.
Yeah, this is Ali Masari, Maryland, USA.
Maryland, USA. Masari, go on. Let's listen to you, please.
Yes, I wish you many more years to come. May Allah guide and protect you. May
Amen.
you protect our country.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mama, thank you so much for everything. And for Mama, we pray for our country. Well, we also have our president-elect answer the question. That's just a high level of deception right there.
Mm-hmm.
But we pray for Liberia, and we pray our expectation is not going to go low again because the kind of people our president-elect is meeting with,
our expectation is getting more high. So we pray for you to go back safely because now meeting with those kind of people we know Liberia, everything is going to be very important.
Sure.
Thank you. Enjoy your birthday. May Allah guide and protect you.
Thank you, my brother. All right, folks, that's all the time we've got right here on this very day. So on this day, we want to say thanks to all of you for the time. So until we want to be back at that wedding with the weekend's edition of the show, do have a pleasant night. Thanks for your prayers, your support, your calls, and everything. I may not have answered all, but we want to say thanks so much for your concern. We appreciate you all. Thanks so much for the time. Coming up next, don't go anywhere. Just be around because the white man himself, and of course the big man himself from the United States of America, the man who has spoken recently, the man who is on and who wants to contest the presidency of the United States of America, in person of Roland Roberts. He's going to be right here on the Nighttime Spin here with Wendell Nimblin and team. It's going to be quite a fascinating show. Let's listen to him. Let's hear him out. Let him tell us what America is all about, what America stands for, and how he has viewed his own country as to how they treat other African countries. He's about to speak out on it, and we're waiting to see that. And we'll be right here to follow up on that. Thanks so much for being there. Do have a pleasant night. Bye-bye. From the Face the Issue, but of course, keep listening, keep calling people to listen, and keep following right here on this very day. Bye-bye.